we get one very, very ogbonge guest. We go join us. We go talk this matter. Him the founder of policy shapers. Now the joint body where they carry this matter for head to make sure say this thing they come out because not too they make sense. Now Oga Ebenezar Wikina. Now one follow us talk so. Welcome, sir.
Ebenezar, good morning.
Thank you so much. How far now?
We day. I dey here with Precious. She said day here. We go follow Joy Body ask the necessary questions on top this matter this morning.
You dey hear us, Abi? All right. So, Oga Ebenezar, your people, your group found policy shapers we don't bring out a petition about this matter and on a carry on for head. And so far, over 70,000 people don't sign. About 70,000 people don't sign the petition. Say yes, they support. Make them come out IELTS. First of all these years we don't write them. Nobody complain. What's it make all of a sudden you can't think and say no? It be like someone could bring out this matter. Mo could do and no go green inside. What's it enter your body will make you arrange this petition?
Thank you for this question. A very good question with that. For a long time now, we don't be the price for this exam don't they increase, right? Some years ago, the price be 30,000. Now the exam don't almost reach 90,000, right? And as we know, say the Nigerian economy is bad. As we know, say young people they apply for opportunity to go study abroad, come back, come make Nigeria dey better. We just realized despite the fact say we be English-speaking country. And now these Obodo UK people will colonize us. Why we go still they write the same exam despite all of these things? So now make we come say, you know what? Make we raise the conversation online. And so far we don't get very good reception from young people online. People they talk about the issue, people they share their own experience. You get one guy we don't even write the exam 3 times. He write out to do a bachelor's program, the thing expire after 2 years. That before you even graduate, the thing don't expire. He write and do master's program. Now, as he not finish the master's, now they don't say make him write and again to do PhD. So, for every time we want to go study abroad, why we do the write up? But another interesting thing we say, the UK get one list where they call majority English-speaking country lists, right? And that particular list gets some kind of countries like Jamaica, Bahamas, Antigua, some countries for the Caribbean area there, right? And those countries, just like us for Africa, like Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, they be also decolonized by Britain. But those countries did for that list. But Nigeria not did for that list. If you look at that list now, it's here on screen. So no African country for the list. You understand? No African country. So because say why no African country for the list? And this list done be for the past 30-something years. And how long will continue to go through the same problem, despite the fact, say, we be English-speaking country. So we say, you know what, make we bring the issue up. And so far, we don't almost gather 60-something thousand signatures, and we target to get 100,000 signatures to show, say, many people know they comfortable with the problem.
Okay, Oga Ebenezar, you good say you been bring up one conversation, say the money don't they increase over time, but Shana, because say the money don't reach 90K now, 90 can't they shake us for body. But because it not 30K before, and we they pay them without thinking. Why you think say now we don't reach 90K, they go change mind?
Yeah.
Why we say we they okay with that when they pay 30K before? Not be the same issue we still they face now.
Yeah, so the thing is say people never really they okay with them. If you do quick search for Google, you will see say at different times, people don't raise this issue up. The only difference is pay right now, because of how long we don't talk about them, you think don't become national conversation. But before now, people journalists don't write story about them. I get friends from media, we don't do information about the same matter. But it never really gets as much national buzz as he get now. So now just because of say we don't feel say we don't, when matter don't grow, reach your throat. We don't feel say this matter don't continue for too long, And the issue where we raise with the UK Home Office, that's the Obodo people that say, why would Nigeria not need this list? And if they add us to that list, we no go need to write the exam again. And we feel say that will be a permanent solution once and for all. And then we don't reply us last week to say, then get some kind of criteria that where if we meet that criteria, then go add us to the list. And the policy shapers, that's my organization, and all of our campaigners, we don't work together to put something with the policy brief where we use reply those their reasons. One of the reasons I say they say for people to be on that list, 51% of your population must speak English.
51%.
You know, 51% of the population must speak English. And we personally feel say for this Oboibo Nigeria, we get at least 51%.
Yes, now what will they learn for school?
Because yes, English don't. I mean, for schools across the country, English now our official language of instruction. Right?
Yes.
So from kindergarten when you did small till when you grow reach university, NYSC. Now English only they use speak to us, right? So we just believe say if young people don't grow, and Nigerian population about 60% they under 24 years. So Nigeria get a very young population. And if you ask most of the young people where they say now they don't speak their native language, many of them don't speak. I mean, me said when they even talk to you now, just small things, right? And me and my wife they say we don't know how to use teach our own children because we will never even learn. So if we suffer in that particular way, why we go still on top the same English way they make us suffer, still they pay that kind of money again, and still they go through the same test every 2 years.
So Mr. Ebenezar, I have been there where saying when some newspaper people try to reach out to the British High Commission for inside Abuja, they replied through Dean Herlock. Contact say one of the criteria that they use now the European framework for reference for languages. Now be one of the things where they use judge our English speaking skills. You know, now what's in they use judge based on that IELTS and all that. But if you look and well, you go think say if you look and well, some places them for inside this our Nigeria, some states they teach them for their indigenous languages. You feel say this one will be one of the reasons where go don't make UK don't look and say no. Even though say we colonize on her and we know say English na lingua franca, make una they write the test because we know say some of una till una graduate una they fit speak English because for una places them na on a native language they use teacher now.
I mean, make I give you a very good point. So if you look the countries where they that UK list, right? You get Jamaica. Jamaica, 2.7 million people for Jamaica they speak Patois. So just imagine say they speak another language besides English. And from a study we one website we call babbel.com do now only about 50,000 plus where they speak English as their first language. But
you know say Patois is a derivative of English language.
Another country where did that list. Malta.
Okay.
Malta they speak a language we then call Maltese, and 98% of population they speak Maltese. Now only around 60% where they speak English, right? Another country where that list now Barbados, Bahamas. They speak Creole, so almost like as they speak Pidgin now. Now waiting they around
them they speak.
Most of the Caribbean countries, abi. So if their own English no go be corrupted by their own languages, why our own will be corrupted? Because Nigerian society generally, English is the language of what they call upward mobility. Right? If you want to become something for life, you want to work for a big organization, if you want to get better job,
you will need to speak English.
Now English way you go learn.
Yes.
And if you go rural areas, in fact, before now if you go village, they speak native language. But if you go my village now, go Bori for Ogoni, people they speak English, people they use WhatsApp, people they use Facebook. You understand? So English don't penetrate everywhere, all across our country. And we believe say if this kind of thing they happen, we're not supposed to go through the same thing. Especially if you look at all those countries with that list. I believe say if you put them side by side with Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, all those countries where British colonized, if not better than them, we get the same level with them. So if you look at from that particular light, we get a very, very good case.
Okay, Oga Ebenezar, you've been telling us say they send on some kind of criteria, and you just mentioned say at least 51% of the nation supposed to speak English. Any other thing where you feel say they that list go feel they hinder us to enter? They did that criteria we go feel hinder us to enter that list. Aside the fact say they want 51% of the population to speak English.
Well, at the moment, I never see any other thing because they also say that they rely on public evidence, right? And if they say public evidence, they're very broad. Now, a very broad term. And you get what they call the annual English proficiency index.
Okay.
Nigeria, over the past 5 years, we don't rank between 1 and 28, 29 for the world for the best speakers. Yes? So if not public evidence, that one not just public evidence, that one is here. Another evidence we get, now say for our national curriculum, English as the official language of instruction. And for countries where get English as the official language of instruction, they don't talk to those kind of countries. When their students want to come to school for their country or people want to do migration, they don't go need to write the exam. So that one is second evidence. So if na public evidence, we believe say public evidence is plenty. Now, I think we add to this policy brief we send to them. With information, data to say, you know what, see the information where they find. Tell us what your reason be why we use the same list. Because they mention public evidence. They also mention, say, then they talk to their foreign office for Nigeria. That will be the High Commission now in Nigeria. And so, I mean, the High Commission done in Nigeria for how many years? All through their stay here, they don't need to speak French. They don't need to speak Spanish. When they go events, I don't go their programs. They know they speak any other language. Now English where they speak. So if then they fit go through all their programs with English, they're supposed to know. Now they're supposed to be able to fight for us. They say these people they speak English because all through their work, now English where they use. So all of this evidence, we believe say all of this with some other information where we add will help us. We want also remind the vice president because last year we will get the chance to speak to the vice president about this issue. And video there online where he agree with us. He say now we make a very good point. Say he also no believe say after 2 years make the same test. You
go need to do the exam again.
Because
we write the same thing every 2 years. So he agree with us. And he don't promise say he will work with the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Youth, to see how they will work on this matter. But we'll never see much action from that side. So we just want to also use this medium to remind them to make it also do something. But whether they do something or not, we young people from Nigeria, we don't take destiny into our own hands. That make we do that petition. And I make we don't write to the Home Office directly.
Okay, so Ebenezar, for the response we didn't give on, they reply anything we consign the expiration after 2 years. Because the one where I see, they don't touch that matter.
They don't mention them. They don't mention
because that one a major issue.
And are the key issues where they raise with that. You understand? They don't mention them. So now also things.
Okay, so Ebenezar, I get a few WhatsApp messages where people we don't send concerning this matter. Make I read them for you in case you want to react to any of them. Somebody here say taking English language exams by sending travelers to England is completely wrong, owing to the fact that Nigeria officials language, which we use to communicate, to interact daily basis, and is being taught in our institutions of learning is English language. Although the truth remains that over 90% of Nigerians cannot speak English. That's what you talk. And then over 70% of educated Nigerians do not speak and the said language, which is English language, fluently. And the name now God's favorite from Okanai sending that message. I also get another one here. This person talks, say, good morning, Edewa and Precious. English language learning is very important, especially when you are planning to travel abroad. It is called TOEFL. Test English and foreign language. It is important to know how the Oyibo man pronounces in own English. I have a friend, anytime we are watching movies, he always asks me, what are they saying? Because he does not understand what they are saying in the movie. And he doesn't know how to pronounce their words. And how do we do this when we're planning to go abroad? It is very important for us to study English language better. Most of the mineral resources generated in Nigeria are being sold to the foreigners and foreign exchange rates by the big cabal. So God help us in this country. Now, remember what's in this person talking. Say some of us, when they watch foreign films, so some of us they hear, that's what they talk now. What did they talk now and all that? Why did that person talk? Say it ain't good. Make them know. Say 90% of Nigerians
no they
speak the English. What do you get to talk about this?
Well, so I don't know where the person is doing his own study.
So
because we also do our own study. And the same language we use right on that post. Now English language, as my sister just read now. And I know if you agree, say 90% know they speak the language. Because trust me, if you go into the streets, out of 10 people, at least 6 people will speak the language. Maybe 4 will speak each time, but at least 6 people will speak the language. And I feel say even from this index, what they do every year, they don't show say we score 560 index points, and that's more than half.
That's more than half.
Yes, if the UK did criteria and a half, I feel say we meet that criteria very well. And to respond to the second point about not hearing everything they talk, yes, to be honest, it gets even things with me sometimes I go need to say, what do you talk again and again. And that one a matter of accent.
Yes.
And accent no be proficiency. Because my own argument we don't get with them before. Accent Jamaicans, they speak English differently too. Bahamas people, they speak English differently too. Even for the UK itself, go.
They get different accents.
Scotland people and England people, they speak English the same way.
Yes.
England people, they complain, they need to hear Scotland people. You understand? So if the accents where they want the measure, all that different thing altogether. And accent, you go fit do tests when you go need to do writing, speaking, all those things. Because for this IELTS and for TOEFL, you need to do writing, speaking, all those things, listening, and all those different steps. Then I make them say it's in course, right? So if an accent they want measure, we go fit do so many other things, and that will be a different discussion altogether. But if not proficiency, where they say they want measure, we know believe say. I know maybe I know go hear until you talk, but you know me say if you talk and where
you know go understand.
You understand?
Not true.
So that one like different conversation altogether. So we need to like argue that one. Yeah.
Not true.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Oga
Thank you.
Ebenezar Wikina, will be the founder of Policy Shapers. You could say you follow us here on this matter, and we don't finally discuss them, and people don't hear as the matter they be. Thank you very much for your time, Oga. You could say you joined us this morning. All right, my people, I don't hear them. Well, make no too vex, but the matter don't start already. 90K for exam for 2 years. Well, we will see as the matter
2 years,
be.
you cough out another one.
You go cough out
you go
another
one.
90K.
That is if you pass for that first one, no.
Yes,
because if you fail the first one, you
Yes,
go pay another 90K.
Yes,
you go continue to the pay until you pass them.
Until you pass
When
the
you come
exam.
manage pass them, you go expire in 2 years. Mad.
If you come pass them, you don't come get ticket money.
You can't wait.
You can't wait.
Can't write them again. When
Can't
it's
write them
expiring
again.
2 years.